Well, hi guys, welcome to the channel again. I believe this is the third video, even though I wanted to be the second. I wanted to do the Dead Hand and the Shadow deck in one video, but that's what happened. Okay, we got this structure deck, Sacred Beast. I'm just picking one of these, so obviously we are not going to build a deck, not even for fun. Um, that's what I do all the time. I just pick one structure deck because I want some of the cards for collection, or I take some of the common cards to add it to some strategies on my other decks. So that's what we're gonna do here. We open here and we analyze the cards that we can uh, use on other decks. Are actually quite useful. Not the Sacred Beast card because this I'm gonna be honest. It's just for me. It's just for collection. They are right to my folder. They're going on my folder for collection. I haven't got these cards earlier because I started buying Yu-Gi-Oh stuff like on the Exit season. Buying because I begin on the Yu-Gi-Oh world from the beginning, watching the anime. So it's a nice occasion for me to get these cards. So let's see. Let's open this. Yeah, I'm going to do this a bit faster because last video it took me so much. I speak a lot. So we the cheap duelists, remember. We try to spend the less. Everything is cheap, even the quality of the videos. Okay, so look what we have. Okay. Okay, the structure big. Okay, what we have here? Playmat, I believe. Yeah. What we use for the people who buy structures, like every time we're used to the paper playmats. I just put them on the box because they are not quite useful for playing. Just paper, not much protection. So there you are, the new artworks for the cards. Well, not new artwork, they are actually new cards. This is the artwork for the new cards. There we go. You don't want to see this, I believe. Well, here the strategies. So, okay, these are the cards. I buy it in English because I like it that way. And, okay. Oh, come on, man. Okay. It's never easy to open this, even though it is supposed to be. Okay, guys, so let's start. First of all, we have Rabiel, Lord of Phantasms, Shimmering Scraper. Okay. I'm not gonna analyze the Sacred Beast cards because, as I told you, these are just for collection. I'm not planning to play the deck, so it's fine. Wow, it's awesome for me to have these cards finally. There we got Uria, Lord of Syrian Flames. I bet you already know these cards. Hammond, Rabiel, the Fusion, Army Tile, the Chaos Phantasm. Cool. These cards are all to my folder. I'm not going to play with these ones because I believe you need 3 copies at least of some of the cards. Hyperblaze. Oh, okay. Hyperblaze. Cool. And Dimension Fusion Destruction. Awesome. So let's analyze the commons, but I believe these ones are for the strategy of the Sacred Beats. But let's read it. When either player activates a card or effect that targets this card, or when your opponent's monster targets it for an attack, okay, you can send up one. You can send up to each of Uria, Lord of Syrian Flames, Hammond, or Rabiel from your hand and or deck to the graveyard. And if you do, place one Phantasm counter on this card for each card sent to the graveyard. And if you place at least one, you take no battle damage for this turn. You can only use this effect of Chaos Core once per turn if this card will be destroyed by battle with card effect, you can remove a phantasm. So as I told you, this is for the strategy of the Sacred Beast. I don't think I'll be using this too much. The Reckoning Beast. Okay, let's put this over here. So what it says: when this card is normal summon, you can add one Uriel, Lord of Syrian Flames, Hamon, Rabiel, specifically. Okay, so this is for the Sacred Beast too. So if you want this deck, even for fun, you should buy 3, of course. Okay, this is, again, I'm not going to read this. This is for the Sacred Beast. I believe those are new, and this is a reprint, right? This is for Sacred Beast too. Yeah, another card for the strategy. And now I believe this is the cards, the general cards we can use in other decks, or some of them I believe they are good. Your opponent takes no battle damage from attacks involving this card. Okay, and once per turn you can target one effect monster in your graveyard, banish that target, and if you do, until the end phase, this card's name and original attack become that monster's name and original attack, and replace this effect with that monster's original effects. So, okay, this is a cool card. Actually, I don't think it's too fast, a little bit slow. Or not really, you normal summon this, well, you can use one effect. That's good. I don't see this card in a lot of competitive decks, but maybe with a little bit of thinking, I can put this on some deck. The effect is good, right? Phantom Chaos. So that's a good one. I'll find some use for that. I'm pretty sure. That's what Cheap Duelist does. I find use for cheap cards like this one. Okay, this one is Phantom Skyblaster. When this card is normal or flip summon, you can special summon any number of Skyblaster tokens up to the number of monsters you control. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each Skyblaster monster you control. Skyblaster monster you control cannot declare an attack during the turn you activate this effect. So you summon tokens. I believe you can use it for synchro, and you can use it for damage. So it's quite good. I don't see this in a lot of decks, of course. Mad Reloader. I believe I seen this card on the Match of the Millennium, or the one of Bakura versus Marik card. Yeah. So what does this do? It is card destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, draw 2 cards. Cool effect, but it has to be destroyed and sent to the graveyard, so that won't happen a lot. It's a little bit slow. Grave Squimmer, okay. Card destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Target 1 card on the field, destroyed target. Okay, cool effect again, but that condition of being destroyed is not that cool. It's a little bit slow. It doesn't happen so much nowadays in decks. A Rainbow Dark Dragon. Okay, you can normal summon, set mass special summon, banishing 7 dark monsters from different names from your graveyard. You can banish all other dark monsters from your field and graveyard. This card gain kit attack for each banish this way. Cool effect. It can be used in some dark decks. I'm gonna see. Oh, Tragedia, I know this one. I believe you already know the effect of this one. I believe he special summons when you take damage, battle damage, and he gains 600 attack for each card in your hand. It's kinda cool. I actually put this on some Red Eyes budget decks sometime, but didn't so much play. But it's quite useful. At least it's better than the other ones. Not Phantom Chaos. I would say these are the most useful cards right now. The other ones, maybe the Brave Dark Dragon for a special summon. Here we go. Akaiju, okay. Akaiju. This card is awesome. I don't know if there were cheaper version of Kaijus, but Kaijus are very useful. So with Kaiju, you pop up one monster, I don't know. You get to when your opponent has a monster that cannot be targeted. A monster is causing you trouble. You sacrifice the monster and summon the Kaiju on your opponent's field. So you replace your opponent's monster for a monster that doesn't have a very good effect, I believe the most popular Kaiju is Gamasiel, something like that, because it is 2200. So obviously you want to give your opponent a very weak monster, but this guy is 2800. But come on, nowadays attack in Yu-Gi-Oh is not such a deal. At least when it's less than 4,000, I believe you can manage very easily. So okay, this is the most useful card on this deck. Obviously, I'm gonna put in my side deck or a lot of decks. Chaos Hunter, okay, this is common card. I already have this in some structures. I got it. When your opponent special summons a monster set with damage deck, you can discard a card, special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can banish cards. You can find a use for that. Puppet Monster, okay, I believe this one is not that good. Tribute Summoner, you can pay 2009 points, then target two field monsters in your special summon to the. But they cannot attack this turn. Kinda slow because he's not a level 4. Stick and Steel Patrol. Destroy a monster by battle and send to the graveyard. Okay, the second effect may be good. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon one thing monster with 2000 or less attack. It could be. It could be the second effect for a special summon. That's regular at least. Farfa. Farfa is in my video. I like Farfa. I don't think he ever will watch some of my videos. Just starting. But he's a cool guy. If you control a monster, okay, this is the Burning Abyss strategy. But if he's here, I believe he must have some good effect. Destroy this card. You can only use this effect. If you control no spell card, you can play something like that. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can touch one monster you opponent in the field, banish it. Okay. It's better than destroying. Banishing is much better than destroying. Quite slow, but it's good. It's good. The Fable card, come on. Discard to graveyard, special summon. Oh, cool. It's a tuner. It's a beast. That's nice. A danger. Okay, cool. I don't really know what's the danger strategy about, but I know they're pretty popular. You reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses one card from the entire hand. Then you discard the chosen card. If the discarded card was not Danger Chupacabra, special summon one Danger Chupacabra from your hand. And if you do, draw one card. If this card is discarded, you can target one danger monster in your graveyard. Okay, the second effect only works if you have another dangers. The first effect is quite good, but you have to be lucky for your opponent to choose this. It's actually cool because Chupacabra, I believe, is from Mexico. A legend from Mexico. Is that called like that? El Chupacabra, no? Sí. Cool card. Okay, let's see the spells. So I believe this is a game for the Sacred Beast. Cool card. This is supposed to be cool cards. I'm not gonna analyze every card because I'm very slow. I speak too much. I don't want the video to be too long again. Okay, this is for the Sacred Beast cards again. That is obviously for Sacred Beast. I don't have to read the effect because of the art. Okay, this one. Spell Chronicle. Sending when you don't have to graveyard. Okay, huge cost. Banish 5 spell token for your deck. Okay, each time your opponent activates a spell card, place one counter on this card. When you press solve, you can remove 2 counters. Your opponent chooses one card, banishes by this card effect, add it to your hand. If you face up card, leave the field, you take. No, the effect is not that good. It seems to be good. You discard you banish your hand, then for each counter, 2 counters, and randomly add one of those banished cards to your hand. Not that good. Terraforming, I have a lot because I open a lot of structures. So terraforming is a common card for structures, but it's useful. It's very useful. I believe this is limited right now to only one on the deck. I got a lot. Set rotation. Okay, what is this about? Two field spells with different names for your deck on the field. While either those cards remain set on the field, nearby can activate or set other field spells. Okay. I believe they use it with this and with the other field spell card for the for the Sacred Beast. But this is not a Sacred Beast exclusive. You can use it with Divine Monster, I see. So this is for the gods actually, but I believe it must works for Sacred Beast. You can read the effect. 1 for 1. This is a cool card. I believe it's limited. It's still limited. I don't know, but I believe yes. It's a good card, but I already have multiple copies of this, so not that useful. But if you just beginning on the game, very useful card here for you. The beginning of the end. Okay. I like the artwork of this card. Too bad it's a common. 7 or more dark cards in your graveyard. Banish 5 dark cards from your graveyard. Draw 3 cards. Okay, this is good. This is very good actually. 7 or more dark cards. Okay, you have to get a lot of dark monsters on the graveyard. But that was Shadow is about, right? Okay, I may be testing this card. I have never had a copy of this card. Pot of Desires. Okay, this is a very used card. When it first came out, I believe one of the most common one is the one that vanishes from the extra deck. This one vanishes 10 cards from your deck, so the cost is very high. But if you are you believe you can win the game in this turn, so this is a cool card, quite useful. Owner Seal. Return a monster on the field to the owners. Okay. This works with the Kaiju, I believe. But I don't see it in another deck. Field Barrier. This is a good card. I see in this annoying combo every time I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. This guy with Mystic Mind, so it protects the field cards. Cool. I didn't have a copy of that. I already had this. This is also a common card in structural decks. So the card result change most you're gonna go to face down. Cool, quite cool. A little bit slow. Mystical Fate of Foon. Come on, this guy is in every structure or starter. I always sell the. I already got my 3 copies, so I always have like 5 or 7 to sell. But I actually always sell it because yes, I believe some people like using this. I don't like it. We have Twin Twister, which is it came in common version, so it's cheap and it's better. Okay, this is a game for the Awakening of the Sacred Beast, for the Sacred Beast card. I already have this card. Yeah, I believe you get 1 banished card. Special summon. 1 dark monster. Cool card. Shapeshifter. A card when you a monster trap card. Cool. Imperial Custom. Okay, the Imperial cards are always quite good. Let me see. Face up continuous trap cards cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. Okay, so this is cool. I believe you use it because one of the Sacred Beasts needs 3 trap cards to be summoned. So this helps you to protect those cards. Mistake. Now this is a nice card, I believe. This is the first time I got this. Nearby can add cards from the deck to the hand except by drawing them. Okay, this is a nice one. It's a trap card, so the bad thing is you have to wait 1 turn to activate it, but it's nice. It is very useful too. And Dark Factory of more production. You can send 1 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard. Draw 1 card. You can only use this effect on Dark Factory or more production once per turn. You can send draw 1 card. Cool. Okay, this may work on a shadow deck too, or any dark deck. Okay, I always refer it with shadow because it's the only deck like that I have. Cool card. Okay, I believe this is a fusion. 3 level 10 monsters. Okay, graveyard. You control this monster. That you can face a monster you want to control. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. Cool effect. Nice card. Okay, the tokens. Phantasm. Martyr token. There you go. Phantasm token. There you go. This is like propaganda. I actually like these propaganda cards because of the artwork, basically. So now we have the artwork for the starter deck, which is cool. Cool, awesome. And some propaganda for Legendary Early Season 1. I picked one of those. I pulled a Rolling Cage Ice Restrict. Okay, no. Oh, this is the beginner's guide now. Cool. Okay, so this is for the game on Switch, I believe. Nice artwork because you have Yugi and this guy, I believe, is Playmaker. I haven't seen already. Okay. The propaganda for Duel Links. I actually like a lot this artwork. I seen other Yugi tubers don't appreciate these cards. Well, it's just propaganda, but I don't know, maybe because I'm cheap. We're the cheap duelists, we appreciate everything. Okay, one funny question I want to ask you guys is because, okay, I have the card here. When I got my Shadow decks, I get the same card, but I got it with the seal. Look at this, like the seal from the cards, and I never seen in other people. Well, people don't often show these cards, so I don't know if all the Shadow cards have this seal. This was a misprint. Does this have any value now? I don't know, but that's cool, right? I keep the card because of the seal. I thought you were about to collect them, but I believe there was a misprint or maybe just on the Shadow decks. I don't know. Cool. Also, I want to show you. Today I got one Gearford of the Red Eyes. You know, I'm the cheap duelist. I don't spend a lot on decks, on cards, on single cards. I never spend more than like 5 soles. 5 soles will be about like $1.50. So yeah, I'm pretty cheap. But I do an exception with Red Eyes card because it's my favorite archetype. So I got this for a very good price. I believe this was 15 soles, which in dollars will be okay. 15, 3 point. This is like $1 nowadays is 3.49 soles, but this is quite high. You know, I believe for the COVID. I don't know. So okay, the car was about $430. I believe that's the right price in Yu-Gi-Oh on the TCG. I also got these cards. This one each cost me 1 sol. 1 sol would be about like 50, no more, 30 cents, maybe more, 23 cents, something like that. So cool. I just got this because this is like Flameswarmer, another form of it, just for my folder. I got this because this was on the structure deck, so if I got the chance for a very few costs to get this, that's a nice one to get. This one is the Yugi card, so I wanted to have in ultra rare, very cheap cards. Well, if you guys want to know how much the difference in cost about the structure deck, that cost me 40 soles on pre-sale. So it's about $11.50. For you guys, I believe all the structure decks are $10, so a little bit of a difference there, but not so much. But sometimes you can get the structure deck. Some stores sell it by 45 soles. 40 to 45. That's the price. That's the basic price. So that was everything, guys. If you like my video, just enjoy it. If you don't like it, hate me. Bye bye, friends.